If you look at our agenda, it's supposed to be 10, 10, and 10. And it was 15 and 30, so guess what? As the dean, I'm going to say thank you for being here. Have a good afternoon. No, I do want to say thank you to our sponsors. You know, to be able to do this and the people that sponsored this. I was looking at this list. If you turn it over, you know, the agenda's on one side. And I'm thinking each one of these sponsors I've probably written a check to, except Kyle at Remodeling Classic Homes, in one way or another. Because I lived in West Salem at one time, so I was on Salem Electric. But I think the one that I've written the most checks to is, Jim, is it Magoo's? Right? He's over there. I see him. Yeah. So thank you so much for your support of this event. And I want to thank the staff in our board's office who put this together. You know, we do work every day, as both commissioners have said, but if it wasn't for those people that support us and do research and make meetings go on time, well, some meetings go on time, we just couldn't do the job we did. And I'm going to share a little bit more at the end of this about why we are successful and how we will get better to even be more successful. And I wouldn't, thank you, both of you, for bringing a fire and a youth, an understanding that somebody like myself who is a little bit older and done other things maybe not understand. So having other people around you give you input is really important. And as they'll probably tell you, I probably listen more than I speak in those meetings, but I'm listening to what they're having to say. And it's great to be able to work with two fine individuals. Last year, I ended my remarks with a comment about President Reagan saying Washington, D.C. is a city surrounded by reality. And I compared that to the Oregon State Capitol is a place surrounded by reality that needs to look outward. I was a little bit on fire, if anybody remembers, because of some legislation that was going through the Capitol by one of our local senators. Has anything changed since last year in that building? And I would say, in many ways, yes, as you heard Commissioner Bethel and Commissioner Willis talk about some of the good legislation that got passed, and in some ways still no. So today I just want to talk to you about some of the things that are passionate to me, that I've been working on and I'll continue to work on. One is the wildfire recovery. As an individual who drove through that wildfire in September of 2020, we're now 3.5 years through it. And we probably have another 6.5 years. They say 10 years is what it takes for people to recover from that. But we are making such good progress, and I see Brandon Reich from our building department here. We have had, between us and Lynn County, approximately 724 structures that we could count that were destroyed in that wildfire. And we've had 468 of those structures reapply for building permits in 3.5 years. Isn't that neat, right? That's 65% have asked to rebuild. And then on the septic system, we've had 79% of the septics that were destroyed or needed repaired have actually applied for permits, had that work done. We waived building permits. We implemented a septic rebuild grant program so that anybody needed to repair or replace their septic system, they could apply for a grant. And we've worked with the COG to administer that, and it's gone really well to help people get back. The real big lift is our sewer system that we're working on in the canyon. We are, and Public Works is here, we've made great progress. We are working with federal, state, city of Salem's helping us, making sure that we protect the water system downstream. And that sewer system in Mill City and Gates is on track to be built, 2026? Brian is shaking his head. And we're excited about that. We're about $25 million short to finally finish the thing, but we are going to make progress, and as we make progress, we're going to find those funds to finish that. That'll make a big difference to Mill City and Gates for housing and how they rebuild up there in the canyon. So what's good about the legislature and wildfire recovery? And we all know that they did a lot of things, and I want to always remember former Representative Brian Clem that chaired that committee and got us a lot of things for wildfire recovery. But this year, Senate Bill 1545, and I saw Representative Deal, he helped us with this amongst others. 1545, wildfire recovery victims who are getting money from lawsuits had to pay a whole bunch of that in taxes. And this bill will allow them to recover, not pay as much in taxes. Senate Bill 1545 authorizes a county to reset property taxes. Think about this. You had a 2,000 square foot house. Your property taxes, let's say, were $3,000 on that. Your house burns down, you rebuild it today, and in today's prices, Tom's guys go out there and assess it, and it's now your property taxes are $6,000 or $8,000 because of the cost, as to no fault of your own. It's not Tom's fault, by the way, sorry. Tom helped on this bill. We passed that bill, and Marion County and Lynn County will implement that as soon as we can to allow those people to apply to reset their property taxes to the pre-fire amount based on their square footage with the 3% gain. Other wildfire, and Commissioner Willis mentioned this, but our county parks, currently the North Santiam and Pack-Settle parks on the Santiam River are open. You can go up there and visit. Love to see it. And then we will open by the end of May Bear Creek and North Fork Park on the Little North Fork for day use only. So if you want to get up there and see it, and we will implement our fee of $5 parking fee. And this year, instead of putting cash in places, we've advanced it. We're going to have these electronic machines that you can just use a credit card. We won't need cash. In the summer of 2025, we hope to open Salmon Falls and Little North Fork parks. This coming fall, the Minto Park on the Santiam River will open. Tentative in the summer of 2026, Niagara and Santiam parks. And then a lot of new road safety. If you go up the North Fork Road, you're going to see a brand new road, lots of new signs, and this red line going down one side of the road. Do not park there, Sheriff, right? We're trying to help control and keep that place safe for everybody. The team that has been working on all these restoration projects is amazing. And I think I heard Commissioner Bethel say the word collaboration probably 5, 6, 7 times when she was talking. And that's what it takes. They've been listening to citizens, they've been getting feedback, they go back and they adjust it. Solid waste, another challenge that we're facing. Solid waste, and I'm going to use the term reduction, reuse, recycle, and disposal. Think about it, the 3 R's. We always think of the last one, right? We always think, how can we recycle this? We don't think of how we're going to reduce. What are we going to do at the front end to reduce? But we are going to be facing the DEQ in, I believe it's 2025, 26, the new recycle laws that are going to come into Oregon. Our current system makes us one of the top 2 counties for recovery. In fact, the last numbers that DEQ published was 2021. Brian, I believe it was 50.5% recovery. And the only county that beat us is Lane, and I think they cheat. We handle over 300,000 tons of waste a year. Think about that, 300,000 tons of waste a year. Covanta. Oh, somebody laughed. Last year I was a little on fire about Covanta. Senate Bill 488 that our dear senator here passed. The technology isn't even available, but DEQ is saying you're going to do it anyways. It's going to cost millions and millions of dollars to do it. It's an older facility and it has a lot of high maintenance costs. So you just, based on what I just said, just think of the future of turning our waste into electricity is not far from being done in Marion County. Future plans, we need to build new infrastructure. We're working with our regional partners. I've joined a regional team that includes Benton County, Lane County, Lynn County, Polk County, to look at all the assets that we have in the region and how can we work together to make sure that your waste is handled properly. We have a new Marion resource recovery facility up on Brooks that was built by our haulers that is handling and recovering more materials than ever before. Skirts, or as I refer to it as the dump. Anybody ever go over there, right?
Not right now, it's closed.
It's closed, right, because we're doing millions of dollars of repairs that have been put off for quite a while. And we're also looking at a location where we can put a new transfer station to handle the future needs of Marion County. The other thing that I want to share is our transportation and infrastructure. In 2023, we paved 31.5 miles of roads. Now that's not a lot of roads considering we have about 900 paved, I think, and 1,200 including our gravel. But we chip sealed 61 miles and we finished 12 capital projects. Our public works team has been moving capital projects forward faster than I've ever seen, and I've been here almost 10 years. In 2024, we have 5 bridges, 3 are going to be repairs and 2 are brand new. Complete the Hayesville in East Salem, the Hayesville project that is improving that road. We're going to continue to work on the Cordon Road bypass to make sure with the city of Salem that becomes and stays a bypass that you can get around Lancaster or when the freeway closes. And then up north, we've been working on the safety corridor, Eland Road, and reducing traffic deaths there, and there's going to be roundabouts there. And so when you get down the road, probably a few years, you'll see some roundabouts. So these are just some of the many things you've heard from all 3 of us that your 1,700 Marion County employees work on every day. If you want to know about them, or you want to know even more about what we do, you're going to have to stay as a commissioner longer than I have. And that'll be 10 years in June. Because Marion County does stuff, and we find out about it every day. We do that? Seriously, we do so much. Jan knows it all. 30 years. But in my work lifetime, beginning as a 12-year-old farmhand, and in the hospitality industry for over 50 years, and most recently as an elected official since 2005, I've worked with many individuals and teams. This Marion County team that we have today is made up of individuals who see the greater whole. They see past their department responsibilities, past their individual responsibilities, and in most cases, look outward and see you and the challenges that you are facing as a citizen of Marion County. The accomplishments outlined during this hour and the challenges we continue to face are not solved by any one individual. They are solved through working together with each other, collaborating together, and looking at the needs of each other. Yeah, I'm proud. I'm proud to serve with the talented individuals in Marion County. And we acknowledge that Marion County is a place of collaboration, and we work really good together. But we also acknowledge that we can be better every day. That's why I believe one of the most important undertakings that we're going to do this year will be leadership training. Starting with ourselves as electeds and our department heads. We're going to do this in June. We're going to start into it. And we want to get better together so that we can serve all of the 350,000 citizens of Marion County the way they deserve as we get better every day. The state of the county is always changing. How we look at those changes, how we react to those changes, and what actions do we take to meet the challenges will determine if this great county continues to be the best place to work, live, and play. I want to thank you for being here today, and I want to thank you for being a part of this great place that we all get to live, work, and play in.